I am a huge, huge professional wrestling fan. I love me some wrestling. We called it wrestling growing up. I love me some wrestling. Every Monday, every Friday, and every month on Saturday when they doing their premium live events, I am tuned in. Well, I'm usually at work, so I actually DVR the shit, and then during my downtime at work, I watch it with my headphones, laughing and talking and all this other stuff. People looking at me like I'm weird. Ain't that for kids? It's for whoever the hell can pay for it. So fuck you. I love me some professional wrestling. So I want to use that today to talk about the subject, okay? There's a concept in the world of professional wrestling called the heel and the face, the good guy and the bad guy. Now, this dynamic between the heel and the face, it plays a vital role in telling a story in the world of professional wrestling. And it also tells a pivotal role. It's a pivotal role in telling the story of the Bible, too. The good guy versus the bad guy, the heel and the face. The face is the hero, the good guy. A symbol, of integrity, a symbol of resilience, a symbol of honor, and a symbol of inspiration. The heel, on the other hand, is the villain or the bad guy. And the bad guy or the villain or the heel, as they call it in the wrestling, that person is often selfish, they're conniving, and they're driven by destructive motives. And a heel will destroy themselves. A heel will sacrifice themselves just to hurt and destroy you. So what happens when the face or the good guy starts doing things or acting like the heel? How do you reconcile those actions when you got somebody who's supposed to be the face or the good guy, and all of a sudden the good guy, the face or the heel the face is doing heel or bad guy stuff? The concept of good and bad can get convoluted and can get murky and distorted when you got the good guy doing bad guy shit. And people usually, when that happens, people are usually left questioning who's the real villain. So this metaphor that I'm taking from professional wrestling is a mirror to the cultural and social dynamics we observe in real life, specifically with Black people. So historically, in this country, Black folks have held the role of the face or the good guy in the storyline of the United States. In professional wrestling, they do something like storylines. They do storylines on the Young and the Restless. They do storylines on Survivor. They do storylines on the Real Housewives of who the fuck ever. The storyline of the United States, the Black people, believe it or not, have always been the face, the good guy, because we have endured centuries of issues, including an attempt at cultural eradication. And some people can make the argument that they've destroyed the culture. And the resilience of Black folks have been a testament to how a peoples can have a capacity to rise and to evolve. The civil rights movement, it's one of the most prominent examples of when people can be seen as a face or the good guy. In the systematic culture of the United States during that time was the bad guy. The civil rights movement was a classic good guy versus bad guy fight to a degree. And the good guys, for a time, Black folk, seemingly won, because we won over the hearts of the majority of the country during that time. The very struggle to overcome those barriers highlighted that Black folk in this country at one time had the moral high ground because black folk did not participate in bad guy shit. During that time, blacks, we were the embodiment of virtue. However, hold on, I forgot to turn my cooker on. Hold on a second. Is my cooker on? There we go. However, fast forward to today. The narrative about blacks is a little murky. But examine how but let us examine how certain behaviors that we have shifted the culture and blurred the lines between who the good guy is and who the bad guy is. We're talking about the face and the heel roles. A lot of folk are confused or have shown some confusion based on the obsession with materialism and the destructive impact that money over everything has done to black folk. When people idolize like money at the expense of character, when relationships are commodified, meaning we use relationships as a financial gain, and when success is only measured in dollars, the face, the good guy, begins to look and act like the heel, a bad guy. And unfortunately, black people, I'm here to break some bad news to you. Despite what we may think, we are no longer the good guy. We are no longer the face because today we do too much bad guy shit to be considered the good guy. We have evolved into the heels or the bad guys of our own story. The black story today, the bad guy is us. We don't have a good guy for our story anymore. Prior to today, the bad guy was America's attitude and system against us. But because we've gained so many strides over the last 60 years that we have forgotten, and we have looked at what they were doing and wanted more of what they were doing, and we started doing bad guy shit. So how in the world can anybody expect to treat you a certain kind of way when you're the bad guy? The bad guy don't get treated good.
Since we're talking about the mentality of our culture, there's one thing I would love to drop. We discussed this earlier. I really would like to drop this title because we just can't seem to come to a total definition on it. It's this high value blank. You can put whatever, high value cat, high value dog, high value eagle, man, woman. Like I think we should get rid of that because it's really throwing a lot of people off.